Hello and good day. We're not going to do a face-off today. I'm going to do a shave test because I had a mail call. I had a mail call come in today. Excited to shave with it. I think I did mention it last time. It's a J.A Henckels 17.5 Friodur. I'm probably saying that probably a bit wrong, but Friodur spelled F-R-I-O-D-U-R, and I think it's German for well, stainless steel. I'm not too sure. No, it's inox, isn't it? Anyway, it is J.A Henckels' version of the stainless steel. It's cryogenically treated, and they do it via a special process that was, well, it was their process for a number of years. I've already got another 17 razor. The half on the 17.5 denotes that it's a round tip. So if it just says 17, it should be a square tip. Obviously there's probably some anomalies out there in that, as there always is with vintage razors, or any razors frankly. On the back side it says J.A Henckels Zwillingwerk Solingen 17.5, and then on this side, on the face side, it's got the two little twins and Friodur inox, and you got like this nice little inlay bit down there. I don't think it had ever been honed properly anyway. I think well, to me it looked like it had the factory edge on it. There's barely a mark on it. The dude I bought it off, the vendor, he definitely undersold the razor a little bit. Said there was like a thing, like a mark here, a mark there, where you can't see him. So he's a good vendor, whatever way you look at it. And he said like it was 22mm, but it's more like 23.5. So it's always bonus when you get a little bit, tiny bit more millage. I've got one other Friodur razor. This is my second one, so I'm going to be making a little sort of two-piece travel set with the two Friodurs, because that's what I always intended on doing. I did have another Friodur, but it was the same as the other one. It was the same model, so I just thought, oh, I might as well just sell that one and try and get one that's different. And lo and behold, 17s, the baby brother of the 14s, I think are some of the best razors ever made. They, you know, if you're a bit intimidated by the 14s just because of their size, and to me these are perfect. They really are. They've got plenty of heft to them. The grind is just spectacular, as it is on nearly every J.A Henckels. It's just amazing. And this one has got a slight belly to it, which is not uncommon, but not common, even, if you know what I mean. It's yeah, I wouldn't say it's rare, but yeah, it's got a very slight belly, and you can see it. Like if you rotate the razor, the light will catch it, whether that's catching it on the old camcorder. But well, it's some bit of kit. I think the toe has still got a tiny bit more to give. It's popping hairs all the way up to about there, but I believe it's still going to shave well. So I thought, well, let's just shave it out. Let's find out. So that's what we shall do. I'm going to be using my Chubby 2 synthetic, and today I've got out the old Cella, almond Cella, which is just delightful. Like I've said before, in England we've got a little cake, little tart, little cupcake, little tart they're called really, called Bakewell tart, and it's a lovely cake. If you've never had it, it's lovely, and then you put almond oil in it. So this, to me, is Bakewell tart for your face. Let's get it going. She's been my keeper, I think, until the grave, that one. I've been looking out for some, well, I'm always on the lookout for J.A Henckels. If there's a German razor brand that's got my eye, it's definitely J.A Henckels. I don't know how many I've got now. I must have 5, 6, somewhere around that mark. I can definitely think of 4, so that might be my 5th. But I just like them. Every single one I've had shaved brilliantly. The grind sort of profile, pattern, everything, it's just lovely. That's my thing. I like metal, so that's what draws me to these razors, I think. The quality of metal and whatnot. Not sure, but I think it's the first time I've used Cella with this brush. I paid a pretty penny for it, so you know, like, well, what you could call full price. I paid more for that one than I did my other 17, but I was a bit lucky getting my other 17. Somebody didn't know quite how collectible they are. And my other 17's carbon one, so I will be doing a little bit of a side-by-side sort of comparison. Some people say the old stainless don't get as sharp, not as keen, but I tell you what, that's where I know that's like perfect. So everything apart from just the very end of the toe, that's literally, you can cut my fingerprints off of it. It's just a little silly way I test razor. I know if I very gently cut my fingerprints off, I know it's bloody sharp. Because as everybody knows, our fingerprints are very, well, shallow in a way, aren't they? Especially mine, being a builder. It does seem I've done quite well with that today. Sometimes I struggle to get yeah, just a delightful smell, that is. Gonna meet some mates at the pub, which is a very rare thing nowadays. Alright, it's very smooth. It's not as noisy as I thought it was going to be. Excuse my dog. Took off my little tiny scab I had from last shave. Yeah, it's lovely. And I forgot to mention as well, this has got a water of air edge on this. So I went through my full Shaptons, created slurry with my Magiro, whatever it's called, and then used the water of air to finish it. Oh god, look, I've got my wife's hair on me here, look at that. Lovely. And that's the other little scab from last time. Yeah, so I put a water of air edge on it because it's just sat next to my J.A, but it don't get much of an airing really, because if I'm sort of planning on possibly selling the razor or kind of moving it on in any way, I just automatically put a J.A edge on it, because nobody ever asks for a water of air edge. Even though they're a marvellous stone if you get a good one. Very much like my J.A basically. It's just, you know, like I said, I use the same kind of progression on it and set up with the slurry and that, the Nigora. So no difference. And like the feel of it is just very similar to any natural finisher really. Same kind of edge under the microscope. But because I don't kind of give it much of an outing, I thought, because it's my razor, well, I might as well give it a go again. It's almost confirmed to me as well, because I've only done about 5 edges I think with the water of air, which is a Scottish stone if you're not familiar with them. And there was a collection of quarries that date back quite a long time, and the stone I've got is called a combination stone. I forget the actual exact name of it, because it was called something, but it's got Tammy Shanter on one side, which is a brilliant stone as well for penknives especially, and the other side is the water of air. But from what I understand, I've just not done it yet, because I just like my progression. It's reliable, do you know what I mean, at the moment. Like when I get to play around a bit, I'll give it another go. But I could probably replace maybe even my 5 and my 8 with the Tam, and then go to the water of air, and it should be a decent edge. But when I get around to it, I'll probably take the 8 out and try that. See how it goes. Yeah, to me, I can't tell the difference that it's stainless steel. You know, they're still in business today, and they still make really good kitchen knives from my understanding, and they still use the same process, I believe. So I always prefer square tips, but it's got nothing to do with performance, it's just I prefer square tips. Very happy. So that's another keeper. I'm getting too many keepers. I've got quite strict limits, but I ain't been counting them recently on purpose. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have a bit of a clear out, I think. Because as much as I do like collecting my straights and everything, I don't like collecting too many. I like releasing them back into the wild nearly as much as collecting them really. But this one will be a forever keeper, I feel. It's just lovely. Lovely, lovely razor. If you can ever find a decent 17, be a bit careful of one that's frowning, because these are meant, or at least this one is 100% meant to have. Hang on, let me try and demonstrate that. A bit of a smile. Look, you see that? Hang on. Let's try and. It might help. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Look, see that? That's like 1.5 mil in the middle. So again, your edge is meant to represent the same kind of angle as your spine. It's a bit of an indicator for you. And you know, basically if it's got a frown, stay away from it, because it'll take you a lot of work to get it out for one. And there's always another one that's going to come around the corner. It even centres absolutely perfect as well, which is sometimes a bit rare with an old razor. In terms of date, I believe that's, well, I think it's definitely past the 50s. I'm going to have to check up on when they started actually making the Friodurs, but I'm near sure it was after the Second World War. And they made them into the 90s, but a lot of people state that they got a bit of hit and miss in the 90s and stuff. That old Cella does absorb into your skin quite quick, but I feel like I've got it a bit better today with this brush, so I think I most definitely will sell my other brush now. That's why I wanted to use the Cella today as well, because I'm not going to say I had issues with my other brush, but it used to dry out on my skin a lot quicker. And it's just because I think I was struggling to make the sort of the density of the old lava on my face, whereas on the whole I think this is just a little bit sort of better for me, the way I use it. Obviously it changes per person. Right, that's it. Love you and leave you. Hope you've had a good day, and remember, sometimes a good day can start with a good shave. See you later guys. Toodaloo.